is Tori and I'm a Winnie the Pooh collector from the UK, and this is going to be really embarrassing, but I need to be entirely honest with you. I filmed this video back in November 2025. I then, because it's like I was doing a two-parter, I had to wait until my second thing arrived to then film it to complete it. I then needed to clear some space on my camera. I thought I'd got everything on my computer, so I deleted some things off of my camera thinking everything was safe on my computer, but I deleted the first part and I'd already filmed the second part. It wasn't until I came to edit this video I realised the whole first part is gone. So we're just gonna try and recreate it today. Obviously it's not gonna be the same, but I've now got this whole second part ready to go for you. We're just gonna have to do our best because I still want you to see this video. It's still something I want to sit here and discuss with you. So we're going to try our best, okay? So as I'm sure you're all aware, Selfridges have got Disney store pop-ups. There's one in Oxford Street, Birmingham and Manchester. My local one is obviously the one in Oxford Street, and I did go in November. How cool are the bags? This is the largest size bag. They also have a smaller size bag with just like a Mickey outline. I really didn't expect to get the bigger bag because I didn't really buy that much stuff, but this was the bag I wanted because how cool is it? And as far as I know, it's only in the Oxford Street Selfridges that have got this particular part of the pop-up, and that is the build your own headband that is in the Disney parks. California's got it, Florida's got it, I think all of the Asian parks has got it. Disneyland Paris, we always get left out of things there. And I have always wanted to do the build your own headband for the Winnie the Pooh characters, and I was so excited to see that Selfridges was getting the Pooh and Tigger heads for this. So that was on my shopping list of what to get when I went to Selfridges, and I was talking to my friend Lizzie about it. You'll all know Lizzie, and she told me not to get the headband from Selfridges because the one in the Selfridges store is it's black on the outside with a blue lining. That's the only headband you can get at Selfridges, and I'm pretty sure that's the only headband you can get from the US parks. But she said over in the Asian parks, primarily I think Hong Kong, they do different coloured headbands, and she showed me one of a pale pink headband. So she was like, if you want, get that one. So when I went to Selfridges, I got the Pooh and Tigger headband, and then obviously I knew I wanted to do the Hong Kong pickup because she'd already told me about this pink headband. I'd also seen they had done other colours. There was also, I saw a purple, like a lilac-y purple. There's quite a few different colour options as well. I also knew from seeing the headband launches in the US that there was, obviously Selfridges did Pooh and Tigger, there's also an Eeyore and a honey pot option. Don't know why there's no Piglet, don't even get me started on that. So these are the Pooh and Tigger heads that I got from Selfridges. These are £12 each at Selfridges. I don't know how that compares to what they originally are in the parks, but I had no option of getting them in the parks because Paris never got them. So my friend Lizzie recommended me Bello Shop HK. That's what she's used for her Hong Kong pickups. I know quite a few people who have used them for pickups. When we were talking about this before I went to Selfridges, so when I went onto Bello Shop HK, I saw that they had got the Eeyore, the honey pot, and the pink headband, the three things I needed picking up. I didn't place my order with them before I went to Selfridges because I knew if I'd done that order, I was like, Selfridges then wouldn't have Pooh and Tigger. I just know my luck. So I waited until I'd gone to Selfridges, picked up my Pooh and Tigger headband, heads even, sorry. And then when I came home, I was like, I'll place my order for Bello Shop. I knew something was going to sell out, wasn't it? Every Bello Shop didn't have anything that I needed on there anymore. So then I did some searching around of the internet and I found another Hong Kong pickup. I hadn't heard any of my friends talking about this, but when I went on their Instagram, lots of my friends were following their page, which is always a good sign. And that was Castle Planet HK. Pretty much the same as Bello Shop HK. They do pickups for all of the Asian parks. They have a website. And so I went on their website. They had the pink headband and they had the honey pot. So I placed my order with them. Have I got my order confirmation for you, how much that all cost on there? The thing that I was most surprised with ordering from them, I was kind of basing like costs of ordering from Hong Kong off of like when I shipped to my friend in Colorado, because I'm thinking kind of similar distance. Postage to the US is usually around like, the minimum I've ever had it is like been around £15. Nowadays I'm looking at a minimum of like 20 plus. So I was like thinking around that for my Hong Kong order. Postage was £6. I'm definitely going to be using them again. Where is my confirmation so we can just discuss how much I paid for things? Annoyingly, I can't find my emails from it, but postage was definitely £6, and I will leave on the screen here how much the headband cost and how much the honey pot cost. I then was on my mission to find the eel. This is the annoying part from that footage that I lost, because in that original bit I filmed was when I had him arrive, so we unboxed him together, so now we can't even unbox him together. He's here. I got hold of eel on Disney Mad UK. Again, I've heard lots of my friends talking about them. I see them like all over the place on like Instagram and Facebook, so I knew they were a reliable company. They had loads of the character heads to choose from. They had the headband as well, but they only sold the black and purple one, and out of the heads I needed, they only had the eel. Let me just check how much this was for you. Okay, I've just gone onto their website. All of their character heads are $14.99. So it was more than I paid for in Selfridges, but obviously that was the only place I could find the eel, so I grinned and bared it because I needed the eel. So now that brings us all back up onto speed on the part I deleted. I can't believe I did that. I've never done that before. In the history of me doing YouTube, I've never done that before. I can't believe I did it. Be careful, kids. Be careful. So anyway, that brings us up onto speed. We have got Tigger, Pooh and Eel. All of these ones I technically got from the UK. Now all of the others are coming over from Hong Kong. Now this is where in my original footage I said let's skip to the future, because I was filming the original part in November. I then filmed the second part when it arrived. Now all of this is in the past for me, but for the sake of movie magic, let's skip to the future. Hello from the future. I have just had a parcel arrive. Well, I had it arrive yesterday, but I was at work yesterday. So we're gonna unbox it now. I have been tracking this I've been watching the tracking for this as if it's the like latest TV drama series. I've been watching it every day, getting my updates from it. I've known where this is every step since it has left Hong Kong. So I just want to say before we get into this is my first time ordering with Castle Park HK. Most of the people I know that do Asian Park pickups use Bello Shop HK, and the things I wanted from Hong Kong were sold out on them, so I had to look elsewhere. Found Castle Park HK. My first time ordering with them. None of my friends have used them, and obviously I haven't opened the package yet, so we might be jumping the gun a bit, but as of now I can say I am very impressed with their service. From when I ordered it to when it left Hong Kong was about 2 weeks. Obviously when you're doing park pickup services it's not going to be instantaneously, because you know they have to go to the park in the first place and then do shippings, and then from it leaving Hong Kong to come to here, I think it's been about just over a week, just under 2 weeks. I was quite confused. I knew it was this when it arrived because obviously I got the notification from the tracking, but I was quite confused because it hasn't got like any of like the international shipping and like import border security stuff on it, but then I realised there's the Royal Mail sticker over the top of another one, so that's probably why. Loving the pink packaging. I think we should just get into this, and then I should have all of the Winnie the Pooh build your own headband heads. I do believe in the Asian parks there are other like collections in the build your own headband collections. They've kind of got new Winnie the Pooh ones out, but I was only really interested in the original set for now, and it was the honey pot one that I was missing, as you know. Okay, so we've got the box and it's got their logo on the sticker there. Is my headband really in this? This is a really small box. All right, let's just cut the seal. And so first we have got a thank you note. Dear customer, thanks for your trust, purchase and supporting our small business. We devote to providing the best Disney products and services to customers. If you have any questions or problems with your order, please do not hesitate to contact us. If you are pleased with your purchase, hope you sharing your comments with other customers on social media will be great. With love and best wishes, have a magical day at Castle Park HK. Very cute, love that. I'm just very confused. I've got 2 honey pots. I only ordered 1 honey pot. Where's my phone's right here. Let me just... Did I order 2? Don't think I ordered 2. I've got my headband in here. I was just very confused by the size of the box where headbands would fit in there. Where is my confirmation here? But anyway, I don't know if you can see that on the bag. They've got like little doodles. It says Castle Park HK. It's got a Mickey Mouse and then lots of fun doodles around the bag. I love that. So let's go through the headband first. As I already mentioned, this was thanks to my friend Lizzie making me aware of this, because I was talking to her about, I was going to the Selfridges pop-up, going to buy the Pooh and Tigger build your own headbands, and she said to me, don't buy the headband there, because the only headband they've got in Selfridges is the black and blue one, which I think is the only one you can get in the American parks. Whereas over in the Asian parks, they have loads of colour headbands, as I found when I was looking for this one. And before I looked for Castle Park HK, when I was still looking on Bellows shop, they had a lilac version of this. They had so many different colours of these. So if you are thinking of doing a build your own headband, or if you've already got one and you want a different colour headband option, look into the Asian park pickup services, because this is so much more me. That is so much more me than a black headband. Also, the other thing that with this I think is really cute, I don't know how well it's going to focus on there for you. Let me try, and it says Hong Kong Disneyland along the side there. That is so cool. All of the Asian parks are on my bucket list to go to, so that is very cool that it's gone on there. So that is my headband, and then we have 2 honey pots. I mean, that looks cute in itself. Right, I say let's cut the tags off and assemble our first ever build your own headband. Let's start taking the tag off of the headband. Do you know what the good thing I just realised with ordering these from, look, this is the tag obviously from the shop. I love a Disney price code system. This was a burgundy. That's the only tag on it, so once you've cut that off, you're tagless. Whereas like Pooh and Tigger, which I got from Selfridges, you've got the giant tags. They're gonna have to come off. And the eel, which I got from Disney Mad, giant tag. It might just be the difference, because obviously Tigger, Pooh and eel all came from the UK, and these came from Hong Kong. I mean, it might just be the differences in laws, because in the UK you have to have all of this information on products. Like all the washing information, all the what it's made of, all the legal informations. Maybe they don't have to do that over there. I mean, I much prefer it like this. But I understand why the UK has to put those on. It is just a bit annoying, but I understand. Oh wait, they have. But look, it's underneath the little Velcro bit. And it's just teeny tiny. That's so much better. Because like, it's so discreet, I didn't even notice that. So we've got 1 honey pot going on. I'm going to do 2 honey pots. See how that would look. I'm a bit sad that there's no like piglet option in this. I don't understand. When they do, like the thing with the main 4 Winnie the Pooh characters, always one of them gets left out, and it's always either Piglet or Tigger. Most of the time it's Tigger. But I don't know why they can't just do all 4. I mean, it would have worked out perfect for me if they could have done Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, Eeyore and Rabbit, because those are the 5 that do meet and greets at Disneyland Paris. That would have worked out better, because Tigger and Eeyore meet together, so I could have them on a headband together. Piglet and Rabbit do meet and greets together, so I could have had them together. And Pooh Bear meets by himself, so I could have had Pooh with a honey pot. But I guess when I meet Piglet and Rabbit, I could have this headband combo. Oh, that is cute. And this shade of pink is like my perfect shade of pink. And I feel like the pink just goes so much better with the Winnie the Pooh character. I mean, particularly look at the honey pots. Isn't that so much cuter than having a big black headband next to honey pots? It just makes it look a bit softer, makes it look a bit more cuter. Okay, another option I just had an idea of. See, look at the honey pot ones have got it under here. Why? We need to take notes of how they've done it, because that is perfect. But my little idea. Also a cute option. I mean, it would also work with just 1 honey pot and Pooh, but I quite like having that like that. I mean, you could have them a bit more spaced out. I love that. Okay, let's try all 3 characters on. So let's take the honey pots off. Eeyore, you can go on there. I am going to cut the... Oh, Eeyore is a... How do you get... Eeyore is a bit hard to fit around the headband. Oh, okay, there we go. You just have to do a little stretch. And then Tigger... Sorry, I interrupted myself there. As I said, I am going to cut the fabric tags off. But we're just playing around at the moment. We're just doing some options. Because Eeyore's face is like a little bit of a different shape to the others, he was quite hard to put on the headband. So I might need to like adjust him a bit, because I don't know how he kind of looks. But let's try it on. Let's try and get all the tags out of the way. Okay, I probably could space them out a little bit more. They're kind of all grouped up together a bit, but we need a I need a Piglet one of these. Then I feel like that would be complete. They need to make a Piglet version of these. As I said, I think the Asian parks have got other series of them to match in with their plush sets that they've got. But I only really wanted to collect the ones that came out in the US parks for now, because these were the ones that obviously we got in Selfridges. So it looked too much with having 4 on there. But I quite like the different character combos I've been doing. And as I said, like when I meet Tigger and Eeyore, they meet together, so I can just take Pooh Bear off and I'm ready to meet Tigger and Eeyore. That's so cool. And also what I just found out of my wardrobe, let me just grab it. found this to keep all my character heads in. So, Pooh Bear, 1 honey pot, 2 honey pot, Tigger. Are they all going to fit in? I thought this was going to be the perfect size. It's looking a bit small. I mean, come on. You can all fit in. That's perfect. It's just a little makeup bag I got from Primark like a couple of years ago. That is perfect. Will the headband fit in there as well? It possibly could. Wait. Is it going to do up? We've just sorted out storage as well. We've got all of the 5 head pieces in there and the headband. That is perfect. That is good. I mean, that makes it easier for packing, for like going to the Disney parks. Look at that. That is perfect. I'm so happy. So obviously this is my first time ever using an Asian park pickup service. I used Castle Park HK. Highly recommend them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please do pop that thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more from moi, do click subscribe down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to ding the notification bell. I mean, you might as well. You're already down there, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.